So hello. The thing is, whenever we have to log into any remote server using SSH, the basic command we run is SSH followed by the username and handset followed by the web server's address, like its IP address, and then we go ahead actually and we get login. Let's just for say let's do the one I have here. And we enter the password and we log in. So as you can see here, we are logged in as this is the previous one I have been, and we have logged on to the devapp01 and logged out. So we run this command and enter the password and gets logged in into the remote server. But the problem is whenever you are doing it on a repetitive case, like you're copying multiple files here and there, or you want to automate the process, what we do normally is create a key pair, normally RSA, and we generate a key pair where we have two keys that's generated. Let me show the keys that are generated right here. SSH. Yeah, as you can see here, we have two keys. This ID RSA is the private one that we never have to share with any others, and this ID RSA dot pub public. This is the one we have to share with the others servers, and we have to store it on the other servers place. Let me show you the place we have to copy this whole thing to over to. Let me just show you the place we have to develop 01. And ssh. So mkdir.ssh, cd.ssh, and we have to create your vim authorized keys, and we have to paste our ID here. There you go. We have our key pair exchange, the public key is being exchanged with the remote server. Now we can directly log into the remote server without entering the password. So we have automated the process. So we can directly log into the devapp01. See, we haven't entered the password and we have logged in, but it's a tedious process. So we have to copy this stuff to over here and have it over there. And I mean, most of the times I couldn't keep a keep a identification of these files like SSH. I ends up copying the private key some of the times, forgetting that I have to copy this public key, ending up having a vulnerability by myself. So what I normally do is I get this ID RSC. So the problem most of the times I encounter is I forgot to copy the .pub, the .public key. Rather, I ends up copying the private key, which is completely bad thing. You end up in a bad situation, rather exploiting yourself, your own self by your own. So what I do is do this and file this over to SSH over the server I have to. And here, what I do is get that and do dot SSH delete dot SSH slash authorized keys. This is the way I do it. Rather manually copying it just the moment before I did like manually copying this stuff and logging into the server and pasting it over there. Instead, I do this in order to automate thing. But recently, I was doing this lab on kodekloud about SSH and ACP. I came to know about this command called ssh copy ID. It just simplified the whole thing. I don't have to worry about all this copying, pasting, or redirecting the output to the authorized keys file. It just became so simple. Like directly, I just generate my key using SSH keygen, and the key just gets generated, and I just SSH copy ID to whoever the username, IP address of the server, and it just does the whole thing. Like it copies my public key and pastes it over the authorized key folder over there. Like let me show you that in action. Like let me just first log in to. If it didn't provide any username, it just defaultly assumes that the username that you are currently on your local machine. So as I have Bob, it just defaultly logs in me into the Bob, and let me just go into SSH and remove authorized keys and come back here. Now, if I just try to log into it, asks me the password. So let's use the beautiful command that I came to know exists. SSH copy ID to Bob at the rate devapp01. It just I have to enter the password once. Just that's it. Now I can simply SSH over there without any hassle of copying all the stuff over, taking the public key from the local machine to the logging into the private remote machine and pasting it over there. I don't have to worry that whether I'm copying the even the public key or the private key. It just takes care of. If you have a separate key pair with a separate name, then you can do just like a SSH copy ID dash I specific dot pub. We can use the specific one as we want in here. Actually, I came to know about this command now. I've been using SSH for a long time, but I came to know about this command. It's just a game changer for me. Like it simplified most of the action for me. It does most of the complex tasks in a simplified way. So that's it for this video. Keep yourself hydrated. Peace.